Hi Earthlings, I'm Trice. Want to know the greatest trick for manifesting? Manifestation journals, or just journaling in general. Before we get started, I wanted to do a big, beautiful shout out to 50's Perfect Housewife. She is a viewer of this channel, and she reached out to me to ask me if I wanted a tarot reading. I was just feeling super stuck in my head, and I said, hey, why not? And it was so accurate. I had been fighting with myself, and it inspired me to make this video. If you feel a little stuck and want to check her out, I'll leave her information in the link below. This is unsolicited. I have journaled consistently since I was 12, and I'm going to show you why journaling, if you just keep doing it, you'll see how your current reality showed up in the book before it showed up in your real life. And the 3 biggest tips, which might not be traditional scripting to create your dream life, but they work every time. I had manifested my whole business into being by starting with scripting. But even before that, what I would do is keep a journal to let out my emotions. Anytime something really amazing happens or icky happens or I'm just bored out of my mind, I find myself writing, or I want to save something that was really inspiring and interesting to me. Why is this so helpful for you creating your dream life? Because you will see reoccurring thought patterns. I'm such a loser. I'm always failing. I always feel like I can't win. If you see that thought pattern, which showed up in my journal, it means you're trying to be perfect. And perfectionism is a sign of low self-esteem. I never knew that. I heard that over at the ASMR psychologist. That's why I love journaling so much. It sees what you really think, not necessarily what you want to think. And that's how you can change it. Which brings me to shifting it to your desired reality. Now, I'm sure you probably have heard the cliche, knowing what you want is half of getting it. It's a cliche because it's true. So you have to find what you want, what you really want. And that's really easy to get wrong. I have been manifesting $1 million yearly income stream, and I've been creating videos on YouTube like this one. And I have noticed that I started chasing something that I didn't necessarily want, a vanity metric, views, 1 million subscribers, more and higher numbers. This might seem related, but it is not my manifestation. My manifestation is $1 million yearly income stream, not the most views on a YouTube video. Do you see the difference? You can have 1 million subscribers and not $1 million yearly income stream. That's a small example of how I knew exactly what I wanted, and I still got off track. So I've started implementing this scripting technique to keep me on track and from falling down some rabbit hole. So the first thing I do is I write down what I think my manifestation will give to me. That's really what I want. We always want the thing that it gives us or the way it makes us feel, not the thing really in general. If I just said I want $1 million yearly income stream, what? Just stack it up in my closet? No, nobody wants money for that. Money is such the middleman of everything. So if you're manifesting money, this exercise is really perfect for you because it's something behind the money. Even if it's a relationship, it's whatever you feel the relationship will give to you. So I was brutally honest with myself. I wrote down literally why I wanted this manifestation so bad. What was my driving force? Don't judge. I will read you my list and then how I modified it to make it work better for me. I felt like this $1 million yearly income stream would give me a feeling of worthiness. The money would make me feel worthy. Now you probably can already see the block in that. As soon as I got to $1 million, I would move it to $2 million. The money can't make you worthy. You have to feel worthy and whole first. But if I just expunged that out and took it off the list because I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to say something like that, that won't really get rid of it. So I tweaked it so it was a positive thing that would allow my manifestation to come to me. And I phrased it as, this $1 million yearly income stream would build belief that if I can dream it, I can have it. It would give me ultimate clarity, belief, personal power that I can create anything my heart desires. Now, since I've already done that with a baby and a husband, money kind of was like my last frontier, but it works on anything. Do you see how that statement is so powerful, so energizing when you just feel it and breathe it? How that is different than feeling worthy. Feeling like I can finally be. Another reason I love glamour, guys. Even in quarantine. I mean, I have 3 outfits here. This is my mother's shirt. It might sound superficial to the rest of the world. I do it for myself. It makes me personally happy. I heard this story about prisoners of war, that they knew that they were going to die soon when they stopped shining their shoes. It was a belief in themselves that things are going to work out and I want to look my best for it. I have that feeling. So this $1 million income stream allows me to decorate myself in jewels. How that relates to you is no matter how superficial somebody else in the world thinks it is, who cares? It is the feeling and the juice of being connected to that manifestation that will bring it to you. Write it down and celebrate it. And then I always feel cheesy for saying this, but I'm trying to own it. When I was a kid, we grew up very financially challenged, and that petrified me. I remember watching my mom buy a soda and some chicken fingers at the 7-Eleven when we were driving to see my dad in Salt Lake. And I would think, oh my gosh, she just put that on the credit card. Are we going to survive? Are we going to get out of this? It put me into a state of fear that I couldn't even vocalize. And the biggest gift my financial planning practice has given me is helping relieve that fear from individuals by teaching them how to make their money work for them. This $1 million yearly income stream, it would give me this feeling that I helped make the world a better place. I kind of feel cheesy for saying that, but it really feels good when you know you've changed people's lives. So whatever your thing is, just put it on there. I gave you a list of my things to show you that often it's not physical things. Of course, do I want more diamonds? Absolutely. I love jewelry. Those aren't the things that are going to move the manifestation. Now that we have the energy and the vibration of why you want to attract what you want, it is easier to script it into being. And sometimes I add to this, I keep it close, because on dark days when your vibration is dipped, it's hard to remember why you wanted something. Then I create this, and it helps me when I've strayed off my path to get back on. It's easy, and it only takes a minute or 2. So this I have found really helpful when you fall off your path. You've been manifesting, but you felt a little crooked, or like in the beginning of the video, how I started chasing something that wasn't even my manifestation, is I write down 2 or 3 sentences of what I'm manifesting, and I meditate for 10 minutes. I'm going to just show you mine. We're going to pretend that I meditated. Here we go. Instantly after I meditated, I feel the energy in my heart. I think of somebody that I love, or a happy memory, or even cookies. It doesn't matter, just something to activate the energy of the heart. And then I say my scripted statement. You can write it and rework it. I usually use the same statement over and over. Today is December 31st, 2021. I am so happy and grateful now that I have attracted a $1 million yearly income stream. For this increase in fortune, I am so honored and blessed to help people realize that they have all that they need to succeed and to raise their personal net worth and live a life of financial abundance in whatever creation that looks like. Money will no longer be a fear or a limitation in their life, because that is the value that I add. So you see how you get kind of really connected to it, because it's your own personal truth, and each day the words might change just a little bit, but the biggest thing is I have the date. I have a date in time. This is attracting my mind to attract that to me or before by that timeline. I picked that date because that was the closest date that my conscious mind would lower resistance. Oh, that's not going to happen. No, no, no. That could never work out for you, little girl. Stuff like that. Also, do you see how it's charged? Charged with emotion and happiness and gratitude. You don't even have to try, because if you're really connected to the thing that you want and why you want it. And this works on anything. I always talk about money. That's the thing I'm manifesting. I've gotten the kids, I've gotten the husband, I've gotten the absurdly priced just watch. And the final thing to make a scripting fabulous is to just smash that like button. Just joking, but it really helps me out. And until next time, I kiss you. You have everything you need to succeed right now. How do I know that to be true? In February 2020, I was in Tampa in the local museum and saw these two posters hanging on the wall. If these two guys can create world-class businesses out of their garage, you can achieve anything you want.